What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 48 of the Offshore Gamescast. I'm Dave, and with me is...
I'm Dylan.
Welcome, I'm Dylan.
Thank you, Dave.
Alright, you know what? We played some games. But before that, a word from our sponsors.
We are the sponsors.
Yes, we are.
We reviewed Best Month Ever. Head over to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and just type in Best Month Ever review, we'll be one of the top options.
And it's our best review ever.
You know? I will call it our best review ever, because it's the only one.
Ever.
But go check that out. We're pretty happy with how it turned out. So go check it out. Also, go to offshoregamescast.com/merch. Purchase yourself a shirt, a mug, a skateboard, stickers, magnets, whatever you want. It is the only way. No pants yet. It's the only way to support us right now. So if you have any interest in doing that, only if you want to, feel free to. We would deeply appreciate that. And with that, Dave, games, go!
So I played some more Wonderlands.
Ooh.
Throwing that back on the grind every once in a while.
Big Tony's.
Big Tony's?
Big Tony's Wonderlands instead of Tiny Tina's.
Yeah.
Big Tony's.
Tony Danza.
I don't know.
So currently I'm just stuck grinding because I got to a portion where it's like, yo, are you sure about this? You're not level 27.
Oh.
But if you want, you can go over to this area and you can just be like, oh, I'm just going to dick around here for a minute and then level up a bit. You got plenty of quests.
Did it actually hard cut you? Like, you have to be level 27?
It did. A thing popped up and I was like, you sure about this?
Okay, but you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I know I'd get fucked.
Yeah.
Especially with the weapons that I have. I need to go back and grind anyway. And the only other thing I have to say is I hate how much the game isn't hooking me, and I still can't figure out why. I don't know if it's just so disconnected from the Borderlands story, and it's just another... It's my birthday time. It's another...
Happy birthday time, Dave.
It's just like another D&D campaign thing, which is still fun, but I don't know, it's just... It to me, it feels kind of like another, like... For me, a filler game.
Okay.
But it's still fun to play, and I want to get back into it, but it's just not nearly as intriguing as the other ones to me.
Not doing what you wanted from a Borderlands game.
No, not really. We'll talk about that.
When?
Next, I started a new game.
Oh, is it a Borderlands game?
No.
Okay.
I started Trek to Yomi.
Ooh, I wanted to jump into this. I didn't. I did something else instead.
I went through the first 2 chapters already.
How are you liking it?
So far, I really enjoy the style that it has going on.
Mm-hmm.
Very, not necessarily the story as much, because it just feels like a very generic, vengeance story in, that sort of setting. But, again, the style as you're going through this black and white Kurosawa-style towns and the camera shifting perspectives, almost like a fixed perspective, but you're still in that 2.5D, area of moving. It definitely has some nice, not screenshots, but, nice, picturesque moments that really line up and tie well, especially with that sort of style. I threw the game on easy, just so I can enjoy it.
All right.
So there are difficulty options. And based off that and the very little we played at PAX, I had a general idea of what I was doing. And that definitely made it easier. But I'm also finding myself just timing it up, doing the same few button hits to take out the enemy, and then turning around and doing the same thing, or just, I'll try to do something cool where I'll have 2 enemies behind me, 2 in front of me, and I'll wait till one comes up behind me, I'll do a cool backslash, and then I'll just go back and forth to each one, and then I'll go back to the big boss or whatever that's going on. But it just feels like a lot of the same, just running around, and apparently there's puzzles that I saw that feel very repetitive. The only sort of thing I've come across is just moving a cart out of the way. I've done that 3 times so far. But doing that can have its benefits because there are little offshoot paths that you can go and find with either little collectibles. Maybe you'll have an extra pickup for your throwable. You'll get an extra one so you could hold 2, or maybe you could hold 3. There's little health pickups as well, so you get another hit added to your health.
Oh, okay. So kind of upgrades essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just kind of find them hidden, littered throughout, which is cool.
I do have a question.
Yes.
So after we played it at PAX, which again we kind of prefaced with the fact that it's not an ideal setting to play a game, really. or to get a good feel for it.
To which that part of the demo it packs is Chapter 2.
Okay. We kind of both walked away from that saying, like, it was cool, but it felt stiff. And again, we didn't know the tutorial. We were just thrown into it, learning the controls on the fly. Does this feel better, like starting from the beginning?
I definitely say it feels better, but it still doesn't have any like flourish to it.
Okay.
It's still very much that like semi-rhythm game, sort of like wait, parry, get in a hit, which some of that timing still feels kind of off.
Okay.
But based off the like same walking and just the strikes and stuff, I don't know if it's because I'm on easy or if that makes it any better, but it still feels like I wouldn't call it stiff anymore, just very plain, basic, just kind of uninteresting.
Do you think it would be more interesting on a harder difficulty with the challenge, or still just kind of the same?
Probably more interesting with the challenge, but I'm also not here to get pissed off.
No, yeah.
Over and over and over again. But the gameplay itself doesn't really grab me, and I'm kind of glad that it's a shorter game, so I could just play through the story, have some cool, epic moments with some like higher level bosses, and then just move on.
How long have you played?
I'd say I played for a little over an hour.
From what I understand, it's only like 4 hours long.
Okay. I mean, so there's 7 chapters, and each chapter is roughly the same speed or same like length.
Okay.
So if I'm already on chapter 3 at this point, then I assume that it's going to be especially on easy, a very quick run through, which is one of the reasons why I ended up starting it.
Cool. I want to check that out. Game Pass is nice.
Oh, yeah, it is. Very much so.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I have a bit of an update for you on Switch Sports. I discovered some things. First off, I was playing by myself to check out soccer, because you need 2 Joy-Cons to do that, so we couldn't easily split it up 1-1, playing with my girlfriend. Soccer is addicting. It's very competitive. The way I would describe it... So, I never played Rocket League, but it seems to have a similar feeling in the sense that it's easy to understand and like know how to play. It's very difficult to be good at it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of timing based, because otherwise you can get into the same rhythm of, oh, I kick it down the field, it goes far in the air, they kick it back immediately out of the air, we kick it back, and you're just going back and forth. Mm-hmm. You have to kind of try and trick your opponent to where it's a lot of like, try and get them if you're like right next to the ball. It's a big ball, by the way. It's like twice your size.
Oh.
It's not like a small.
I was gonna say, could you do like headbutts and stuff? Or...
So yes, you can do that still by swinging both Joy-Cons down. You do like picture. You know the Luigi head dash in Smash Brothers?
Nope.
Okay, you kind of just plank and throw your head straight forward and just flop to the ground.
Huh.
And that propels the ball pretty far and quick.
Okie doke.
But it uses a lot of stamina. You have one of those circle stamina meters for sprinting and for that.
They love those circle stamina meters.
They do. It works exactly as you would imagine.
Yep.
But it's a lot of like...
Can you get on the ball and run on it like a fucking...
No. You can't do that.
Can you pick it up and walk around?
No, you definitely can't pick the ball up. You can kick it and headbutt it. And you can let it kind of just hit you.
Can you whisper sweet nothings into its shapes?
Not in the game, but you as a person can whisper towards the screen. No one's stopping you.
Except my muzzle.
Take it off.
Can't. My hands are busy.
That is true. It's a lot of like, you try to get them to kick the ball first when you're like at it from opposite sides. Because then you quickly want to be able to hit it right back and kind of push it towards their goal. Playing through soccer by myself, I was playing a lot of it. I discovered, apparently, Switch Sports has a ranked mode.
Ooh.
You can't do it in local co-op, which is why we never unlocked it, even though we played for hours together. So, solo only. I am addicted. I want to get A rank in every sport now. Mm-hmm. I've been focusing on soccer. It gets... Oh, boy. So you start at rank E. You can't go below that. and you go to E plus, and then it's, D minus, D, D plus, C minus, C, C plus, and so on and so forth, all the way up to A. In the beginning, it was like, all right, I win a game in E, and then it takes like 4 losses to equal like losing that amount of experience. Mm-hmm. Now, I was on B minus for quite a while. That one you lose almost as much as you gain with a loss. And I'm starting to get put in with a lot of like A-ranked players. And some people are really fucking good at this already, and I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not that level. So it's a lot of luck of the draw with who you're teamed up with. Because sometimes you also team with people lower than you that don't know what they're doing, and you have to really rely on your teammates in this one. Mm-hmm. So it could be frustrating. I spent probably about 2-ish hours to get from E to B minus, and then probably about another 2 hours to get from B minus to B.
Wow.
That's what I was doing last night until 2 something in the morning, maybe 3, because I want to be so bad. Mm-hmm. And I got there.
So that's why the couch was moved.
Yes, the couch in my bedroom was moved because of Switch Sports.
Thought so.
We did it like a week ago, and we just haven't moved it back because we just keep playing Switch Sports.
Yeah.
I also had a bit of a problem with... It could have been the time I was playing, because it was pretty late here. It was... Or it's an issue of not enough people are playing. Where I would be in a matchup, I would jump right into one right after, and I was consistently seeing the same, 4 or 5 people. And then I'm pretty sure it was also filling it in with bots a couple times. Which they have said they do that. If you can't find players, they will put bots in. Mm-hmm. Which, either, like I said, it was late. It could have been not many people playing at that specific time. But that's not great.
Yeah.
For a game that came out a couple of weeks ago that is strictly online based, that makes me a little worried. Could also be maybe soccer's just not the most popular one.
That's surprising.
Because I will say, outside of ranked and just playing normally, I haven't seen a repeat ever. So could just be a ranked thing. But either way, I am now very determined. Because they said you get a special title if you get A rank in every sport. So now instead of finishing story games, I'm going to be playing Switch Sports every night to get to A rank.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's my latest addiction. And just wait till they add golf to the game.
Oh, yeah.
And potentially baseball down the line.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, baseball was good in Wii Sports.
Home run!
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. It's just addicting. And my arm, it's so much like swinging the arm and everything. So just the inside here, the crevice, but the opposite of the weenus. The opposite side of the arm. What did you call it? Your front bicep or something?
Yeah.
That part of my arm is just forever broken. Mm-hmm. It's a sacrifice I have to pay.
Need a Band-Aid.
That's not going to help.
Need a Batman Band-Aid. They're a Target.
I was thinking. I know you're talking about just abandoning with Batman designs. But I was trying to think of what Batman would use that's like a Band-Aid that helps him. Some sort of high-tech thing. Maybe it's like a heating pad.
Ace bandage.
What?
Ace bandage.
Ace bandage?
Do you know what an ace bandage is?
No.
I have to hurt you more. You gotta learn.
So I can use it.
Boy.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah.
What's your next game, Dave?
I very excitedly hopped in with Emily earlier today.
Switch Sports.
And played some good old-fashioned Borderlands 2.
Oh, nice. Not Switch Sports, but you know.
Love me some Borderlands.
Okay, so this is what you meant when you said we'll get to that. Okay, that's what I was like, when? What are you talking about?
Hopping into the best Borderlands game, running around, accidentally trying to do some Borderlands 3 mechanics.
Yeah. I can see that.
Can't slide. But I'm running around, and I'm letting her do like all the little stuff. Like it feels like I'm playing through it for the first time again. Like I'm just enjoying all the little moments when we're running around. She's like shooting stuff. She's enjoying it more than she thought. I'm letting her like turn in all the quests and like do all the things and whatnot. And I'm just like enjoying it and watching around, having a fun time. We're doing all the side quests so far, and doing the thing where you get your actions killed before you even face Boom Boom, the second main boss.
Of course. Obviously.
It's so easy to go down and kill Midgemong in the Black Rock Cove instead of going around, and then you finally have your action skill before even seeing Boom Boom.
That's, I mean, rookie talk here.
Of course.
Of course.
And as of right now, we landed in Three Horns Divide. Running through, and we just hit level 8, and she's playing as Gage, Mecharomancer, and I'm running around as Zero, my boy.
My boy.
My son! My boy! Oh, God. I love... And, like I said earlier today, I said it feels like I'm running through it for the first time all over again, and we got the fucking Hornet to drop from Knuckle Dragger. First try.
Is that a rare... Is that a legendary?
That's his designated drop.
Okay.
And the first time I ever played, it dropped. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm like, there's no way. And then we were playing, and I just see this little thing skirt across the ground. I said, it fucking dropped.
What are the odds?
There
actually there are odds.
I died more.
Than her?
Oh, yeah. I was going down left and right.
Dave, you're supposed to be the expert.
I know. I'm running around. I got snipers. I don't have, like, the best weapons at the moment, but I was going down. I'm just running into the fray, trying to get my second wins, and she's taking out enemies, coming over to revive, and then during fucking Captain Flynn, it was just both of us up and down trying to revive the other one because he's bad with the weapons I had. It was all fire weapons. Didn't go fucking work.
Yeah, no,
not against Captain Flint.
Obviously.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's right in the name, Flint.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Exactly. Oh, but I'm having so much fucking fun playing this.
How would you feel about a Borderlands 2 remake with the controls of Borderlands 3?
I would definitely play it, but I don't know if it would have the same charm. Like, even if you gave it, like, all the animations from 3, I think it would lose its charm.
Interesting.
It's just, I don't know. With the art style that Borderlands has, it's already so timeless. And just, I'm so accustomed to, like, all of it that if any changes were to be made, I feel like it would be so noticeable, and I'd be like, I don't know.
What if they added sliding?
I mean, like, to the base game?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's already a mod on PC, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, they once Borderlands 3 came out, they started modding Borderlands 2 all over again to try to give it some of those mechanics and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, I love playing this game. I love that someone's actually playing Borderlands with me.
Yeah.
No one plays Borderlands with me.
I tried.
I know.
Sorry.
You gotta try 2 at least, or 3.
One day. I will.
It's so good.
I'll do it when Borderlands 6 is coming out and it's doing something. I'm like, what? I gotta play that. Or I gotta play through all of them now.
Yeah. Well, you should have been playing through all of them anyway.
Well, listen. You know.
Even if you hit 1/10 of my playtime in Borderlands 2, I'd be so proud of you.
Haven't you put over 1,000 hours?
No, I put over 700 hours in Borderlands 2.
What? So 70? I wouldn't do that.
I know you wouldn't.
I would play through it once, and I'd imagine that's not a 70-hour playthrough.
Oh, when I 100%ed Borderlands 3 on my first go, I think I put 70, 80 hours into it.
Okay, well, that's actually a decent amount.
Yeah, and that includes 2 playthroughs.
Oh, 2 playthroughs.
Yeah.
Okay.
In order to 100% it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I love Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Not trying to get in trouble by anybody.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I'm really fucking enjoying myself with this game, especially playing with her. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's like the thing when you get to watch like one of your favorite movies with someone new.
Exactly.
Because you're kind of like you're always like looking over for their reaction and be like. Or you're like, something big happens and you're like, I can't wait for them to see this or experience it.
Oh, yeah. There's so many little things. And she knows some stuff because of my talking about it in general. So I'm hoping to have little things get pointed out. But I'm having such a fantastic time.
Nice. Very cool. News?
News!
That was it. No more games. We hate games.
Let's talk about this one. How about Steam's most wishlisted game the day before? The open-world Division-style zombie game has been pushed back to 2023, mainly because it switched over to Unreal 5 now.
I saw that, and when I saw the headline, Steam's most wishlist, I was like, okay, what is this? And I saw the game, I said, I never heard of this game.
I've looked into it a few times. I've been keeping my eye on it.
Do you have it wishlisted?
Nope!
Loser. Why'd you turn into a dog?
I don't know, the no sounded like very dog-like.
Speaking of dogs, I don't know if he's a dog. He probably isn't. I'm going to go and say he's a human. Hayden Blackman has stepped down from Hangar 13.
Mm-hmm.
He was the head and the founder. This is the studio that made Mafia 3. So it was 7 years ago. Nick Baines has taken over. He launched the definitive edition of Mafia and the trilogy. All we know is that from 2K, they said he's going to pursue his passion and at a new endeavor.
Whatever that means.
That's it. That's all we got. So things continue to shift around. Won't be surprised if he ends up at another company. Studio.
We got more than that, bud.
There's more with this?
Because apparently rumors say that there is a new Mafia prequel being worked on at the moment.
I did not see that.
More than likely being headed by Sir Nick Baines.
That would make sense.
It would. And give me more Mafia.
I've still only played... You're not a dog. Hayden Blackman is a dog.
What's up, dog?
I want to play those games. I've only played 3. And from what I understand... Well, no, people didn't like 2, right?
No. Shut your fucking mouth.
That's the good one?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. So was it 1 that people didn't love?
No, 3's the one people didn't love.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't love 3.
No, 2 is...
3 had good moments.
I liked 3 for what it was. And I liked the remake of 1.
It had good moments, but all the in-between wasn't good.
I still enjoyed it more of the time.
I want to play that definitive edition and the Mafia 2.
Oh, so good.
But what do you got? What do you got over there?
That was what I got.
Oh, that was what you got. All right, you ready for...
No.
You ready for something off the grid?
Ugh.
Off the Grid was announced.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Neil
Blomkamp.
Okay, I was going to say, is that actually how you say it? Because I wasn't sure. I didn't know the director of District 9 was making a game.
Yep, apparently.
Turns out he is, and it's a cyberpunk-themed third-person battle royale. He said it's going to be narrative-focused, which what they said is there's going to be 150 players, all against each other. But there's going to be story missions on the map, and depending on what players do with those story missions, it will change the story for everyone.
Okay.
On paper, that sounds cool. In my head, that just means that people will do certain things on the map, and it'll just change the map around a little bit every game. That's what seems like a more realistic thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. It's coming in 2023.
He's teaming up with Gunzilla Games to assist him.
What did they do?
Don't know.
All right.
Didn't look into it.
Me either. I didn't even see that.
Moving over to Apex Legends, it looks like they might be slowing down on the amount of new characters that they're going to add in later seasons. Because, I mean, they even state themselves that the characters they put out completely unbalance the game every single time. And it's blatant to the players as well. And it's like, yeah, they should not have Respawn be doing 9 projects at once. And they shouldn't be pumping out random stuff for people to buy and instead just fixing the game.
Yeah. Respawn did Titanfall and Apex, and then Respawn became everything at EA.
Mm-hmm.
And now, at some point...
They just got to work on the issues and bugs before adding a new, semi-new character.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
And I don't even fucking play it anymore.
Me either. But we can recognize.
Wow.
Summer Game Fest.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening, and we have a date and a time and potentially a place.
Are you telling me it's about a month from now?
I would go ahead and say it's June 9th at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Can I see it in any big location?
They have a partnership with IMAX.
What?
At specific locations, specific IMAX theaters. You'll be able to watch Summer Games Fest. Also, the Game Awards later this year.
Ooh.
Well, both of them are going to be at IMAX.
I can't imagine bringing a laptop to
a
theater and be like, all right, let's fucking get it down.
It wouldn't work for how we do things.
Granted, they do use theaters for, like, conferences and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
No cap.
But it's, no cap. But it's,
But it's no cap.
But it's no cap. I've always found, like, I've always had some slight interest in going to theaters for stuff like this, but never actually enough to go do it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they show wrestling pay-per-views sometimes at movie theaters, and I've been like, what if I just go? Just by myself, be with a crowd of people, and it's kind of like my own little live viewing party.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I never do it. I just
get
comfortable on the couch at home with a bunch of snacks and do it that way.
Yep.
But it's cool. I like it.
Mm-hmm. We got some new gameplay for Gotham Knights. We got some...
a lot going on with Gotham Knights.
Red Hood and Nightwing gameplay. And along with it, the fact that the game will only be coming out on current gen.
They're avoiding the Cyberpunk issue.
Oh, yeah.
I'd imagine that, the game wasn't running good on PS4 or Xbox One, and they were just like, I mean, it's better to not do it.
The demo that they put out, or the gameplay that they put out that I watched today, it looked good, but it didn't look like current gen great.
Okay. Did you see that they're still apparently not adding 4-player co-op?
I know, it's surprising. Because
Even though
it works. One, it looked like it would work perfectly, and two, fucking Suicide Squad's going to have it, so...
Right. It'll have 2-player co-op.
Which is something, but...
It looks like it was being built for 4.
Yeah.
Just interesting.
And that'll be out on the 25th of October.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that's this year.
Yeah.
Sony is being investigated by the FTC for their purchase of Bungie. The FTC is apparently focusing more on the gaming industry nowadays, with all the, Microsoft, Sony purchasing everyone, and things being like, borderline monopolized.
Mm-hmm.
Monopolized? Yeah, monopolized. Dun 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 dun. Monopolized. Dun 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 dun. So this apparently could delay the closing date at least 6 months or more, potentially into 2023.
Ooh.
Which, sure, why not? I don't know.
Bungie's a free soul till then.
They weren't free for very long.
No. We're free! God damn it! What happened? I just got out the bathroom!
Yeah, they weren't free for very long.
Some good news, though, is that Blizzard has hired Jessica Martinez as one of their vice presidents as the head of culture in order to have a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive workspace culture.
Of all places that need that.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good.
Now you want to talk about the bad? Activision-Blizzard is actively discouraging unionization with Raven Software. So, you remember it became the whole thing like Raven Software, vote union. They are really trying to discourage that, such as having town hall meetings and different things like that to kind of... They're telling their employees, this might hurt your promotions and your benefits. This is going to do some harm.
Oh no, we're going to give you rights if you don't listen to us.
They also are sending emails to all their employees that literally say, "Please vote no."
Like, go fuck yourself, you dumbass mega company.
I'm sure it's not technically illegal, or else because this would be like a big deal. But this feels wrong. This feels like a company shouldn't just be like, "Don't do this. Don't do that." Like, that just,
it's terrible.
It feels wrong.
No, it feels fucking stupid.
It feels like there should be some sort of regulation in for, I don't know, I'm not a lawmaker or a businessman, but it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It doesn't sit right with me. Anyway, you always gotta take the good with the bad with Activision Blizzard.
Yeah. So, I wanted to leave this one for you, but I only have so much news left.
What are we talking about?
We're getting a WWE RPG coming soon.
Yeah, we are.
After a new deal has been signed.
Yeah, we are. This came from at an earnings report or an earnings call. Stephanie McMahon talked about a WWE RPG and that a reveal is coming soon.
Ooh, I wonder if there's any Game Fest going on in the summer.
Makes you think.
Makes you ponder.
Makes you really think.
Make me a sandwich.
Wow.
Dylan.
No.
Get up.
not gonna do that.
Sit down.
There's a very good chance that one day I'll make you a sandwich.
I hope so.
And just as time goes on, we spend a lot of time together. It could happen.
I hope so.
I
I'll save that sandwich and frame it.
This is supposed to be. It's going to be separate from like the simulation game. It's not going to be like WWE 2K.
It's going to be
whatever.
WWE. This one's actually fun.
Yeah. That would be great. Yeah. I mean, I like 2K22, but it has problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is. It's a real good time for me to be a wrestling fan right now. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. They have a mobile game coming.
Yeah, they do.
The Lord of the Rings Heroes of Middle-earth. It's being made by EA. It's going to be a turn-based RPG, a free-to-play collectible game, is all we know. And they're talking about having characters from... they're going to be pulling from the books, not the movies. And it will have characters from...
Tom Bombadil.
He might be there. From the Lord of the Rings books and The Hobbit. The collectible thing makes me think it's gonna be kind of Genshin Impact style, where you're collecting like the characters for your party. That's just where my brain went.
Yeah.
We'll see. Free to play mobile, so there's gonna be obviously a lot of microtransactions.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure this will be the type of thing I check out and I'm like, oh, this is really cool, and then like I keep having to wait for energy, and then it pisses me off, and then I stop playing.
You gotta wait for third breakfast and fourth breakfast.
That could at least be a fun way to say it.
Yeah.
They won't do that, though.
No, they won't.
They're not going to do that. All right. What else? You got more over there? I got a few more still.
The last thing that I really have is that even though... So we're recording this on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, that's why I'm sure you're going to see the recording time for this is pretty short. We're recording it early.
Recording on a Tuesday night, but on Wednesday, yesterday... there was a little Nintendo Indie World stream.
Yeah, I did see that.
So, check that out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
But that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the World Video Game Hall of Fame?
Nothing.
Well, did you see they got some new games in there?
What? Yeah, Miss Pac-Man?
Miss Pac-Man is one of them, along with Dance Dance Revolution, Sid Meier's Civilization, and one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's not exactly a hot take.
No.
A lot of people say that. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's just interesting, you know?
A fun little, here you go.
Yeah. You have nothing else, right?
No.
All right, well then we're going to roll off. I have a few more things. I have two more things. There's... EVE Online is getting a first-person shooter set in the same universe. Apparently, this is the third try.
Huh.
They launched, I think it was a PS3 game that did really poor, and servers ended up getting shut down.
They have a VR game.
They do. Then they were working on another one, and some people got their hands on it, and they weren't happy with it, and then the game got canceled. So this is attempt 3. We'll see if it happens. It was announced at EVE Fan Fest, so...
Good luck, Chuck.
Good, sure, Chuck. There's maybe someone named Chuck working on the game.
My life is Earl.
All right. We're gonna go into a little bit of Mass Effect spoilers here. I'm sorry, Dave. If
That's
you don't,
why I have such less news, because it's what I care about mainly.
I care about this a lot.
Oh, I know, and I saw it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't have to put that down.
No, I got this. If you haven't played through the original Mass Effect trilogy, I feel free to skip over this. If you go to our website, I have little time markers so you'll know. Well, this is the last piece of news, so you know what? Maybe just skip to the end of the episode. Skip to notable game releases. All right. I'm going to try and do this because I know you haven't finished 3 in the most spoiler-free way as possible. Okay, all right. And the new Mass Effect game looks like it is taking one of the endings from 3 and essentially making it the canon ending, which, in my opinion, is the only actual good ending.
Andromeda 2.
No Andromeda. Andromeda's out the window. It's done, gone.
But the Ark.
There was a little thing in the BioWare store. I'm just going to read this for you. Sorry. this was on a poster for the new game. The show goes on. Shepard's final quest, and again, I'm sorry, Dave. Shepard's final quest may have ended the threat of the Reapers, but at great cost, including Earth itself. While Shepard and the survivors are left to pick up the pieces, fans are left wondering what's next.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
Yeah, so this is essentially, which we kind of already knew. It was easily pieced together from the announcement trailer of this game that they were picking the renegade ending option, which I have told you.
Yeah.
Like, when you get to the end of 3,
renegade.
Pick that ending. Again, trying to say this in a way without many spoilers for you. I'll just leave. They tease something with that specific ending.
Ghost Shepard.
And not all the endings have... Just, all right, straight up, not all the endings of the game have... Shepard dies in multiple endings.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they are seemingly... for the record, they edited this. Took Shepard's name out completely.
Oh, yeah.
It could be that this was just someone putting up a random thing on the store and it means nothing.
Yeah, but after what BioWare's been through and how their face is looking, if they don't bring Shepard back in some form, no one's going to want to buy it.
And it raises so many questions for me.
Like, when's it coming out?
Well, all right, that question has already been,
answered.
Why did they announce it forever ago and do nothing with it?
Because they're BioWare.
Yeah.
Safe
it
face.
just... I imagine you're not playing as Shepard anymore, but maybe...
You should play as Shepard's dad.
No, you shouldn't.
All right.
You just shouldn't.
All right.
I don't know. Like, what do you... I'm really worried about them dropping the ball with this.
Oh, they probably will.
But, the way that's worded, too, makes it seem like, Shepard and everyone else are left to pick up the pieces. Like, he or she are still the main player.
Yeah.
Which, again, is interesting.
Maybe it'll be like a God of War type thing.
You're Atreus.
Yeah.
He's Kratos now.
Yeah.
I could be down for just a cranky old Shepard.
Yeah, with like more scars and a nice 5 o'clock and...
I mean, if Shepard is there, Shepard will have a lot of scars. Let's leave it at that. A little bit fucked up.
Wicked dong.
Well, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't trust BioWare to...
With my life.
I definitely don't trust BioWare with my life. I don't trust BioWare to make another Mass Effect, first off. That regardless of anything. Of course I'm going to play it, but I don't trust them to bring Shepard back in a good way.
No, they fucked us over with Frank West. Not BioWare, I'm just saying they, like the general
the collective they.
Yeah.
Especially if you're not playing as Shepard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, how do you make Shepard an NPC that you're interacting with? How do you, like...
He's an AI.
Is this Shepard a renegade? Is this Shepard a paragon? Or are you playing as Shepard still? Is that, like, a big reveal that's gonna come? Are you still Shepard? Maybe that is the way to do it. But then what are you doing?
Get down from there! What are you doing, Shepard?
Why
are you up?
What could possibly... Like, what is actually worth making this game where you're playing as Shepard again that is bigger and just as good as what you just went through?
Deep.
It's not really deep. I'm just saying, like, Mass Effect, the trilogy, is, like, it's epic, Mm-hmm. Big scale shit. It ends. Now what? Why is Shepard... Like, yes, you can make a game about... Maybe a smaller scale thing about picking up the pieces, like kind of rebuilding society. There's something to do there.
Thanos.
But, no, you see? No, definitely not Thanos.
Crossover.
That is like one of the last things I would want.
Iron Man.
They did that already. It's called Anthem.
Shit. No, but like Iron Man's there.
I mean, I guess
Commander Shepard.
They did go to space.
What is it, Tony Stark? I think I need to do something now.
I wouldn't like this. I don't want it.
I need to go put on my suit.
I just, I'm curious. I have a lot of questions, and I'm prepared for disappointment.
Good.
I've been prepared for
never
disappointment.
be disappointed.
Well, that's not true.
If you expect disappointment, you'll never be disappointed.
No, if you expect it, you could still be disappointed.
Zendaya said that.
It's just not surprising. You expect to be disappointed, you still get disappointed, but you're just like, yeah, I was expecting that.
Hey, 2 leaves from a tree fall at different speeds.
Not necessarily.
Jake Gyllenhaal said that.
I'm sure if you take all of the leaves that fall from a tree, you can find 2 that fell at the same exact speed.
No.
God, celebrities suck. Idiots.
They don't know anything about trees.
They don't even know trees. Dave, I have 1 notable game release.
I have 2.
I have an evil one.
So, coming May 12th, only to PC, we have Achilles, Legends Untold.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a ARPG with some, Dark Souls-y combat.
Okay.
Seems interesting. It's set in, Greek, old Roman times. Seems like fun.
All right.
Now give me the other one on May 13th.
Evil Dead the Game on May 13th. Coming to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch. I didn't know this game was coming to Nintendo Switch.
It's probably through their streaming.
Probably. That doesn't feel like it'll be good.
No, it's coming to Switch.
Yeah, Listen, I love my Switch, but not everything...
needs to be on the Switch.
No, some things just, it's just not...
Don't put a calculator on the Switch.
Well, that's fine. You can. I'm sure it'll run fine. There's no point. What person has their Switch and needs to do math and doesn't have a phone for that?
Kids. During the SATs.
I don't think you can just have your Switch out during the SATs.
Fuck you.
Also, if you're taking your SATs, you're not like a kid.
Yeah, I am.
You are? You're a kid?
Yeah.
Taking your SATs?
Yeah.
Is that what you think we've been doing for the last 40-odd minutes?
Yeah.
No, you failed.
Did I win?
No.
Shit. I'm still getting McDonald's.
This is gonna be... You just had Wendy's.
I'm kidding! I'm joking!
Ha.
I'm pulling both your legs!
You're really not. You're not even close to my legs. This is gonna be our shortest episode ever.
Maybe.
No, well, for now.
Maybe not.
No, for now. Unless you got, 20-something minutes worth of stuff to talk about.
What? No.
I got a question for you.
Tell me.
If you had to pick one video game to put into the Hall of Fame of video games, what would it be? This is my favorite game. Do you want me to go first? I already thought about this a little bit.
I'd probably put BioShock 1.
Okay.
Such a good story.
I would put... My first thought was Super Mario 64.
Nintendo Switch Sports.
But then I thought... I didn't look it up. I feel like that one's probably already in there. If it's not, it will be. And it could just be I had Mass Effect on the brain, but it was Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
I just feel like the way story in that game worked and just character choice and how it all actually meant something in that game, you know? That felt like it was big for video games at the time.
We'll have to wait.
Yeah, that's not going to be in there soon, I don't think.
No.
There's a lot of games to get through.
Yeah.
If Super Mario 64 is not in there, it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, short episode this time.
But it's all right. You guys can get back to your chores now.
Well, I mean, podcasts are good for listening to while you're doing your chores.
Get back to work.
You're not supposed to sit there and blankly and just listen to the podcast.
You can.
You can.
Why are you knocking people?
I'm not, I'm not. I just feel like time management wise, you're better off listening to the podcast while doing the chores.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Pee-pee.
Oh, no.
Pee-pee.
Oh, no.
Pee-pee,
right.
goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Pee-pee, goodbye. Pee-pee, goodbye.